Let's talk about the top CRM mistakes, specifically if you're using kvCORE platform or BoldTrail platform. I want to share with you some of the most common mistakes agents make. Stay tuned. Let's dive into them in a second. I want to do a quick introduction. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty Brokerage, and I'm also a CRM peer coach with Insight Real Estate. And on this channel, you really learn everything from my own experience being a marketing consultant for over a decade. I primarily started working for the government and not for profit. And then I started branching off into working with some private brands. And now I work closely with real estate agents around the world, training them. And I have lots of training on here on real estate marketing, lead gen, CRM, systems, process. Name it, you can find it here. And I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it as well, so that we can learn and grow together. And I do want to say one thing: if you are in the process of switching brokerages, or if you're looking to find a partner, a sponsor at eXp Realty, please book a call with me. I love to sit down with you and look at the options you have here and all of the training and resources you get when you partner with me. And all the information is in the link below. Just click on that and just look at what you get when you partner with me. So now let's dive right into some of the top mistakes you can make when you're getting into leveraging a CRM, specifically kvCORE and BoldTrail. So if you are finally got access to BoldTrail Real Estate CRM and you're wondering, you don't want to make the same mistakes you have in the past, here are some of the mistakes that you can avoid. You will need to please clean up your list before you upload your contacts. Unorganized, old, random list of contacts can ruin your potential of not just waste your time with follow up and a lot of your nurturing from sending out emails and your text messages. You'll end up finding out that were never successful and were never delivered because you did not have the right and validated information. And list hygiene is probably one of the most important elements of email marketing. So, for it to be effective, make sure you clean up your list and segment them so you know who they are, where they came from, and are they a buyer, are they a seller, so that the messages and the contact, the communication that they're getting, these contact, are relevant to this contact. So very important. So a messy CRM is going to lead to more messy business and more time spent on cleanup. So I really wanted to mention that. And the other element to a top mistake that you can avoid is not leveraging your smart campaign. I literally spent an hour with one of my agents and I was going through her CRM and I was just helping it, making sure that it was completely properly set up. And I've noticed none of the smart CRM, the smart campaigns were on. So when we were in her smart campaign and we pulled up her leads, none of them were on an automation. Minimum, every lead should be on either a search alert, a smart campaign of some sort, and obviously the behavioral automation, where when your database and the behaviors of people, the contacts in your database changes, when they, depending on how many times they view a property or how often they come and visit your website, they need to be dripped. They need to get some communication going out to them, whether an email or text message. So make sure that is clicked on. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that is connected to this is stop paying someone to set up your kvCORE. I specifically have DIY setup for this reason. I do live kvCORE one-on-one setup for this reason, because the setup usually takes about a couple of hours. On average, if you take all of my videos, it's about 6 hours that it takes me to set up someone's kvCORE properly and getting all of the ducks lined up. But in 1 hour, I sat with one of my agents quickly going through kvCORE, owning some of the most integral features within their kvCORE to get their dashboard kind of lit up. So because every time I log in, I know exactly who I need to call today. I know exactly who I need to follow up with. I know who's looking at what properties, how often they looked at it, and they've already been communicated. So if I'm out showing a property and you haven't sat in front of the computer to do follow up, in bare minimum, your database is still being communicated. You'll be surprised at times when it got really busy. And same thing with my husband, Josh Tavares, my domestic team partner here at eXp. He used to do a lot of cold calling as well. And when we were caught up with a lot of our own investments or out on showing properties, recording YouTube videos, and sometime our follow up would fall fall apart. And however, we were very fortunate to have been taking advantage of smart campaigns and search alerts. So 8 months of someone who we've never connected with or called in a long time still kept in touch with us. They were still getting nurtured and they were able to call us back and we were able to close a deal. So do not be afraid of how cold a lead is. Take advantage of these automations that are available to you at your fingertip with a click of a button, and make sure that because it is on from the front end, make sure you go and click on the actual drip that you've chosen, the campaign, and make sure that it is active. And the last big mistake that I've noticed in BoldTrail CRM that agents make is not using search alerts and IDX squeeze pages enough. You need to have a good handful of squeeze pages built and making sure that every person on your database is getting some sort of an opportunity to look at properties. And I've used this analogy many times in a lot of my training, very similar to when you go to the mall. They spend millions of dollars on window shopping is because sometimes our intention is to go to the mall to spend time with our family, but we end up walking away with a shoe or a purse that we did not need. And the reason why we do that is sometimes we get tempted by the product and that are sitting in front of us and the way that they've dressed it, the way that they're selling it to you. And think of it like that when you see a particular custom list of homes or a search alert that is going out to people. It is changing the framework of what they think a property is costing you, what properties are available, and now it is starting to change their behaviors and what they think that they can afford, and other elements of a consumer behavior starts to come up. And that's what you want. You want people to start looking at your email, get curious, ask questions, and the more they look, the more they get engaged with these emails and drips that are going out to them, the more likely you have some sort of, initial conversation you can kick off and start to show properties, etc. So take advantage of search alerts and idea squeeze pages. And that is probably the most common mistakes I found in agents is the people that aren't taking advantage of these tools that are right in front of them. And the fact that many of what I mentioned in this video alone are free. And obviously you could take advantage of other paid options like the voicemail drop, etc. But in minimum, you could take advantage of it through the list that you already have without having to do any lead gen at all. I hope this is helpful for you. Stay tuned. I'm going to be coming with a ton of new videos on BoldTrail. Stay tuned right here. Click on that subscribe button. Let's stay connected so that we can learn and grow together. And I also wanted to mention that if you are looking to partner with me here at eXp Realty, if you're looking for a sponsor at eXp, click on the link below. Look at all of the training that you get, everything from a 90-day fast track program to social media done for you to kvCORE BoldTrail training, all completely free resources with weekly accountability hour with us, as well as mastermind calls. Check out that link and let's meet up and chat. I'll see you next time.